Every thought you've ever had, every choice you didn't make, every version of yourself that could have existed, all of it is recorded in a non-physical library that exists outside of time, and mystics claim that you can access it right now. This is the Akashic Records, and it is not metaphor. According to Theosophy, Hermeticism, and nearly every esoteric tradition, the Akashic Records are an actual energetic archive containing the complete history of every soul, every event, every possibility that has ever existed or ever will exist. Now, the word Akasha comes from Sanskrit meaning ether or space, the fifth element that permeates all reality. Not empty space, but conscious space, space that remembers. The Akasha is the subtle substance underlying physical reality, and everything that happens imprints itself onto it like grooves on a record. So here's the cosmology. In theosophical teaching, reality has 7 planes of existence that are stacked like layers: physical, astral, mental, buddhic, atmic, monadic, and divine. Now, the Akashic Records exist on the mental plane, specifically in the upper mental plane where archetypal forms and universal memory reside. This means that the records aren't physical. They're not a building you walk into, they're a frequency that you tune into. Now, when you access the Akashic Records, you're raising your consciousness to the mental plane where all information exists simultaneously. The records contain everything: your past lives, every incarnation your soul has experienced going back thousands of years, your soul contracts, and the agreements that you've made before incarnating about what you'd learn and who you'd meet. They also contain your karmic patterns, the unresolved energies that you're carrying from previous lifetimes that create repeating situations in this one. But it's not just personal history either. The Akashic Records contain the entire history of humanity, every civilization that's risen and fallen, every invention that's ever been conceived, and every war, every discovery, and every moment of suffering and transcendence are all recorded. And it goes even deeper. The records don't just contain what happened, they contain what could have happened. Every choice creates a branching point, and every decision you didn't make exists in the records as a potential timeline. The version of you that took that job, married that person, and moved to that city, those versions exist as probability fields in the Akashic field as well. Now, Edgar Cayce, also known as the Sleeping Prophet, gave thousands of readings while in trance where he claimed to access the Akashic Records. He would describe people's past lives in absurd detail: names, locations, historical periods, information that he had no way of knowing. He said the records appeared to him like a vast hall of scrolls, each scroll containing a soul's complete history. Now, Rudolf Steiner, who we've talked about before on the page, is the founder of Anthroposophy, and he taught that the Akashic Records are objective spiritual fact. Now, he claimed to read the records and gave detailed descriptions of Atlantis, Lemuria, and even the spiritual evolution of humanity across millions of years. His cosmology comes from what he said he directly perceived in the Akashic field. Now, Theosophy's Helena Blavatsky claimed the entire secret doctrine, her massive work on esoteric cosmology, came straight from reading the Akashic Records. She described ancient root races, the spiritual hierarchy governing Earth, and the cosmic laws underlying evolution, all accessed through the records. Now, here's how it actually works according